Hey y'all, so in today's video we're going to be doubling our wefts. Before we get started, this is the Dream Stitch open toe double presser or open toe presser foot. Okay, I put the link in the description box below. That's from Amazon, but that is one of the best tools that I do recommend that you do get if you are a wig maker. When you're using this presser foot, it does give you that extra security that you're gonna need, like when you're doubling wefts. It keeps everything flat. It allows you to sew over tighter spaces or more restricted spaces than you normally could with your regular presser foot. So I do highly recommend that you do get you an open toe presser foot just specifically for doubling wefts. And in this video today, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We are going to be doubling our wefts. The hair that we're going to be using in this video, this is going to be our deep wave hair extensions. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into it and get into the tutorial. So the first thing that you do want to make sure, of course, is that you do have your machine threaded. So I already do have my machine threaded with my thread already in there, and also my bobbin is threaded. And the machine that I have here, this is a Genome sewing machine. I do have my sticker logo, so I don't know if you can see it, but it's a Genome sewing machine. I purchased this in 2017, and I've had this machine maintenance like twice. It's just still running good, just like it's brand new from day one. So what you do want to make sure is that when it comes down to your stitching preference, we are going to be using a zigzag stitch, which is C on the sewing machine if you do have the Genome. So you do want to make sure that you use the zigzag stitching method for when doubling your wefts. When you're doubling your wefts, what you're essentially doing is taking one track, splitting it in half, like basically finding the middle position, and then conjoining those two sides together, similar to this. So in this video, we're just going to be doubling this one weft together. Now, this is why, as I was saying, that it is very good if you do have the open toe presser foot. As you can see on my bundles, this is my raw Indonesian hair. My wefts are double wefted from my vendor because it's already double wefted. When it comes down to sewing, this would be a little difficult to slide through your regular presser foot. So the open toe presser foot is what you use for like heavy duty, and I use it anytime that I need to double my wefts. So I've already found the middle position in my weft today by joining the two ends together, of course. Where I am now, I'm in my office space, so I am going to position the camera, and hopefully you all are able to go ahead and see that here. So after you have the track, you know, together, I'm going to start sewing from the inside out. So I'm going to start here. I'm not starting on the closed area or like the closed portion. So just lifting up my needle on my sewing machine, I'm going to go ahead and take the track and slide this under here. And once I have it slid under the presser foot, I am taking like my two fingers here, my index finger and my thumb finger, and pinching it together so that I can get the tracks as close together to themselves as I possibly can. And then once I do have them conjoined as close as possible, I am going to go ahead and then lower my presser foot. Before we get started, I do want to make you all to make note of this. I'm not going to start stitching on the sewing machine here. I am going to take it back some, like maybe half an inch, start stitching, and then I will reverse stitch back to go ahead and lock it in. Okay, I think that's good right there. Okay, that's as good as I can get it, y'all. I'm so sorry. But let's see if this works, okay? it is gonna work, so y'all just just follow along. All right, so we already have like the track together. We already have our presser foot down. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my needle. So I've dropped my needle, so that's already prepared. And basically what you want to do is just let the track glide through. Basically want to do is just let the track glide through, and the machine is going to do the work. So just make sure that you keep the two sides together, and we'll get started. Okay, so I've went a few paces forward, so now you're gonna see me back stitch so that I could go ahead and lock in the beginning of the track. And I'm gonna back stitch all the way to the end. I'm gonna lift this up so I can show you all like what it's looking like now. All right, so I'm not gonna even cut the thread, but if you can see here, like it's already started to close itself up, and we are once again using the zigzag stitch. So I'm just gonna run it back through the sewing machine and just continue on to double up the wefts. And one of the reasons why it's always good to double your wefts is when it comes down to you like working with multiple bundles of hair, or you're working with like a smaller head size and you're trying to get more than 3 bundles on the wig cap. That is when it's going to be needed for you to go ahead and double your wefts. When you double your wefts, it basically, like I said, just combines everything together, and it is going to allow you to get more track placement on the cap by doubling them together. Then sometimes you can also triple weft them, which is basically 2 tracks together and then another track, or quadruple them, which is like 4 tracks together. Basically, you just have to do what you have to do to get all of those bundles fitted onto the wig cap. Okay, so now we are getting to the end of the weft. So one thing that you do want to do right here so that you can lock in the stitch is, once again, when you get to the end of the track, make sure that you do back stitch maybe like 3 times so that you can lock it in. And back stitch is basically using your reverse method on your sewing machine. And what that will do is lock in that area. You always need to reverse stitch, because if not, the track is not going to be secure, or the stitch is not going to be secure. So basically back stitching is just going to help to secure the stitch. All right, so that is pretty much it. That is how you double your wefts. And basically, y'all just practice. First, make sure that you do invest in your open toe presser foot so that you're able to, you know, double up the wefts when they are a little thicker. And then just like practice. Practice makes perfect. The more you do work on your sewing machine, you'll start to get your technique. But doubling wefts, it is not something hard to do at all. It is very easy. But yeah, if there are any questions, any concerns, DM me, text me, send me an email, call me, FaceTime me, hit me up on Messenger. And yep, that's it. I hope you all have a good rest of the day. Thank you for tuning in to the video. Make sure that you do like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you all on the next one.